Hello, hello, our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. How are you? Welcome back to our abundance reading. Today is our day 167. One moment, let's getting our live streaming on YouTube channel at the same time. Okay, just one moment, and we need just a brief setup. Just quickly, I need to put this onto our YouTube channel, the playlist, so that they could show up on our front end. So, okay, how are you? Today's Friday, everybody. Friday, yay. So many people are already saying that happy weekend. And I love to read more book. And today, finally, in the daytime, thank God. So I do not need to stay too late. And today we'll continue on this book, Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. This is an underground book for, let's see. Let me show it. Okay. Hold on one moment. Let me show you the whole thing. The underground playbook for filling your website and the funnels with your dream customers. How many of you get this physical book? By the way, I'm just curious. How many of you have this book in your hands? And just make sure that if you have not get it, this is a must. This is a must for any entrepreneur if you really want to be successful. And last week, we had his expert secrets as well. If you scroll down on our either YouTube, on our videos, or on our social media, wherever you find this video, you will find the previous one. And also we have the playlist that go into the previous one as well. We read that expert secrets last month, and it's also a great book to keep. That's why I'm reading both of them. And we have a link under our video with the free, the link with, you can get your free copy. It just covered the shipment fee that you will get a book free. Okay, the book, it's this is 27 bucks. The other one is around 20 some bucks. I forgot. But shipment is only around $7 or $8. Okay. So it's a very great quality hard copy and over 300 pages. Today we're on secret number 6, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, number 6. And we are going to the second part of the follow-up funnels. Okay. And this is majority of your sales, maybe 80% of the sales will come from your follow-up, how good you follow up. And normally will follow up a few times. It's normally above 5 and ideally 7, 8 times. That's the best time. Normally people get really the sales. Okay, now on page 96, multi-dimensional follow-up funnels. So far, I have only talked about emails inside your follow-up funnels. In a perfect world, everyone who got an email would read it and click on the links inside. No, right? Unfortunately, with people's attention spans today, down from 20 minutes in the 90s to just 7 seconds today. Wow. That's our life. That's our social life change as well. Okay. In 90s, that's only 30 years ago. Okay. People have 20 minutes life attention span. I know kids, they love to read. I remember even my son, right, loved to read books when he was a little kid, me too. But now their attention span is so short. They often forget things, and then they just love to watch all this kind of video stuff, online stuff, and especially those movies. And we just watch a movie, Spider-Man. Everything is just in a flash, and it's super fast, like lightning. All this kind of how to say, the colors, the lights, noise, distractions. For my age, I'm now middle age, right? I just feel that's too much stimulation, but the kids, they enjoy it. So that's why their attention span is so short, and just 7 seconds today. I feel so pitiful that they are not holding their books now anymore. Previously, I always had to remind him, rest your eyes, rest your eyes. Now I have to remind them, read more books. A lot of the people you send emails to will never actually open them. Some stats show that as much as 87% of emails go unopened. Yeah, sometimes more than that, okay? 87% of emails go unopened. You are battling for attention every time you send anything. And actually, it's not just attention. And it's really people are so busy, right? Every day we receive dozens of, some of them maybe receive even more or less, but it's still every day you have a lot of emails and also social media, your work, your life, or everything, right? And if you have kids, if you have pets, all this kind of thing, distractions. So not And as the war for attention has grown, a lot of amazing tools have been created that we can plug into our follow-up funnels to make sure people actually see our message. My hope is that this list of tools will continue to increase, but I'll share with you the ones that I see as the most powerful today. So let me see how many of that. Messenger, I know. Text message, I know. That's great. Retargeting, I don't know. Let me see how many. Okay, Russell mentioned about the 3 powerful tools. Okay, so first one, retargeting. The one of my favorite tools to plug into my follow-up funnels is retargeting ads. We'll go deep into our retargeting strategy in secret number 9. But for now, I want you to be aware of what they are and how they work. Have you ever been to a website and then over the next few weeks, it seems like they are stalking you online? Everywhere you go, you see their banner ads following you around. That is retargeting. And it's one of the most powerful ways to push someone through your follow-up funnels and send them up your value ladder. I still need to understand more. And that's a brief introduction about the retargeting. And he's talking about the funnel part and to push them through your follow-up funnels and send them up your value ladder. Retargeting, unless like you really know, retargeting means like you know people's interests, and then you will like based on their interest target them with aligned or relevant information. Okay, hopefully we will get there. Okay, retargeting strategy will be in the secret number 9. So look forward to that. We have 3 secrets to go. Okay, next one is Messenger. In 2011, Facebook created their Messenger program, which for many people has replaced email as their favorite communication tool. That's Facebook's like now they have the Meta, right? Meta, and Facebook really wants to replace everybody. Just like now to ClickFunnels as well, they want to replace website as well. Okay, so you can add Messenger subscriber boxes into your funnels and get people joining your email list to also join your Messenger lists. This gives you, okay, let me see. That's some new function. Actually, those features I've not used yet. Add Messenger subscriber boxes into a funnels and get people joining your email list to also join your Messenger lists. That's actually a very smart way. I can use this. Okay, I think I will try this this is a new practice I can do to my masterclass. I'm doing this, remember following the expert secrets, I'm doing that challenge every week to do my masterclass or webinar. I will add this to my webinars, like let's say the need page, because the need page I normally connect this email. Now I can add this Messenger subscribe boxes. Okay, that's a new learning. Okay, great. This gives you the ability to follow up with people through a different channel than email. It's a very powerful tool. I know that Tony Robbins and Dean Grossassi and Russell, they are all using that as well. And like now I have Dean Grossassi's direct text message. Also have that from Tony Robbins as well. It's like very personal. It's very nice. Okay. Because email is like feel far away, but everybody wants to use their cell phone, right? The cell phone with the text message much easier. Because of the intimacy of people's messenger inboxes, I found that unlike email, where I can send email daily and not have many people upset, with Messenger, I can only send 1 or 2 messages a week. Oh, that's true. With Messenger, can only send 1 or 2 messages a week without losing many subscribers. Wow, yeah. If every week you keep sending people like a message, they will feel like it's too intimate. That's like intimacy of people's messenger box. Because normally we have our own home, like your own family members, your loved ones, right? We have a daily messages. So you cannot have 1 or 2. Okay, that's a good reminder. But email, Russell could do that. He said that he can send email every day, not having many people upset. No, I just found like if you send every day, some people still get upset. So normally I would say 3. Yeah, I would say 3 emails will be ideal to me. We strategically place messenger. Let me see how many emails I send every day. Monday, I send one email, remind the Momentum Monday. Tuesday, I send a replay. And then, yeah, I normally send, like, then I remind for our webinar or masterclass. Or sometimes I have a live one. Live, like the same day reminder. So totally up to 4 emails. I think that's okay. We strategically place messenger messages within our follow-up funnels to create a conversation about once or twice per week, with the goal to direct people back into a funnel or send them into the next one. That's a great strategy. I've been trying to learn this. Okay, so strategically place messenger messages. I need to learn this, and new learning for me within our follow-up funnels. Follow-up funnel. So you send not just the emails, the follow-up funnel, you also send them text message, the messenger, to create a conversation about once or twice per week with the goal to direct people back into a funnel. Okay, let me double check. Where's my cell phone? Okay, one moment. Let me double check my cell phone those master's practice. Okay, let me see how many Tony Robbins is sending me. My favorite, I will not get mad at him. So how many he's sending me? Okay. So Monday, yeah, see? Okay, so far Tony's also only sending 2 times, Monday and Wednesday. That's perfect timing. Actually, if he send me another one on Wednesday, I'm still okay. So that means that my favorite ones could send me 3 times. Let's see. So Monday, he would say, he will ask some question. And okay, he will put a quote and ask a question and ask people to have that interaction. And then Wednesday is his promotion time. He has a link, like a live link, but today, like yesterday, no, 2 days ago, right, Wednesday, the same message is sent twice. So there's some bug. There's some bug in there. Okay, let me see their trend. So normally is like, okay, let's see, Wednesday normally has a link. That's for the funnel. So Monday is normally interaction. Cool? You learn from those masters, right? You model them. Okay, I got that. Now, next one, text message. We don't normally try to get someone's phone number on a traditional landing page because each new field traditionally lowers conversions. But I do try to grab a phone number when people buy something from us or when they register for the webinar. Okay, see, that's where I can put from my webinar. Okay, but not like okay, not on the traditional landing page, but on when people buy something from us or when they register for a webinar. So that's a perfect place for me to collect a phone number. We can use text broadcasts. That's what I will do tonight, actually. Tonight, because I need also the follow-up emails. I need to add some like emails, automation, and also that's a good place to add the messenger as well. Yeah, we can use text broadcasts to make sure people don't miss the webinar they've signed up for. Oh, that's definitely I need to improve. People show up because normally when I have dozens of people registered, but only 1, 2, 3, like a few showed up. That's definitely it can help. Let them know the status of their orders and help move them into the next step in our value ladder. Okay, text broadcasts. I want to know how to use the text broadcast to make sure people don't miss the webinar they've signed up for. Okay, so I need to first figure out that text broadcast as well before I put that into my funnel. Because once I connect the phone number, I need to use it. Otherwise, people will wondering why you are connecting my phone number, right? There are always, so this is a big zone for me to learn as well. There are always new communication tools being developed, but their goal is the same: build a relationship with your goal. Build a relationship with your subscriber and send them through your value ladder. Now that you see how follow-up funnels work, I want to spend a minute on the psychology and sequencing of follow-up funnels. So let's say retargeting, messenger, and text messages. Okay. I'm still quite not sure get this. Okay, this is 2 different things. Messenger subscriber, that's Facebook's. Okay, that's Facebook's messenger. And text message is really grab phone number. Okay, so we're talking about different things. Actually, the one I want is a text message to get directed onto people's cell phone. Okay, so it's totally different. I need to figure out both. One is a messenger subscriber box. Another one is text broadcasts. And this one, maybe you need to invest some a little bit of money like every month to use like third-party services. So tonight I will search for the text broadcasts. Because normally I do not use Messenger. I'm not so much on Messenger. Messenger only when I'm using my laptop. On Facebook, I will check it. Otherwise, I will not even check it. I'm still not familiar with it. Okay, let's see. The three closest: emotion, logic, fear. Three closest. I remember in Expert Secrets, Russell also taught us about the, let's see, also talked about those closest, not just three. I remember one time he taught about the 10 closest, something like that, let's say. As you have saying, we have a lot of tools that we can use to try to get someone to buy from us. But what should go inside of each message? We found that the ones that give you the most leverage include messages based on emotion, logic, fear. Let me lift up my chair. This office chair sometimes, yes, I'm getting heavier and it's just automatically getting down. Okay, I like to lift myself up a little. Every day, like we are lifting up others, you should also lift up yourself. Okay, so emotion, logic, and fear. Fear means like urgency and scarcity, and emotion, logic. Okay, I like this funny face. That's like emotional. You can make people touch and cry, and this logic thing with that like a doctor's head, doctor's hat, and then this is like what? Oh, fear. Oh, fear. Okay. The most powerful way to get someone to take action is by using emotion. So that's why I put him first. Emotion. It's often been said that people buy things emotionally and then try to justify their purchase logically. If you read Expert Secrets, that's right. The entire book is focused on story selling, which shows you, okay, story selling shows you how to tell stories to break false beliefs and put people into an emotional state where they are ready to change and ready to buy. This is the most powerful way to create emotion in the minds of your visitors. Story selling, okay, story selling, storytelling and story selling. Most powerful way to create emotion in minds of your visitors and get them to take action. That's why most of our ads lead with emotional stories. Okay, that's now you can understand. Okay, the ads have emotional stories. You do not just do advertisement and promotion and yell about this brand, right? You tell some story. The need of any sales letter, the stories in my webinars, the first emails in our follow-up funnels, and the first ads in my retargeting sequences always speak to people's emotions. Okay, see, the need of any sales letter, the story in my webinars, the first emails in our follow-up funnels, the first email in the follow-up funnels, and the first ads in my retargeting sequences. The first one, first one, that means start with emotion. Okay, remember that. Always speak to people's emotion. This is where the majority of your sales will happen to. For example, take this sketch of a very basic free book style sales page, like the one you may have seen before you purchase this book. The top of the page has a headline that appeals to one's emotion. Okay, headline. From a headline appeals person's emotion. A video telling stories to get one emotionally interested in the product, and then an order form for one to take action. So let's remember the hook, story, offer. Remember? Yeah. So that's a headline, video, and offer form. 50% of my sales will come immediately from people who only see the top block and never scroll. That's because we are in his community. I sometimes do that because, for example, I trust Tony Robbins, trust Dean Grossassi, trust like Russell Brunson. And if I see, for example, some challenges, right? I say the good title and the dates, that's it. I do not need even waste my time to scroll down all these like long pages of like introduction and details. I just register. And like, that's like a no-brainer to me. And if it's lower offer, it's okay. But if it's a little bit higher offer, yes, people will read the sales letter, okay? They are high emotional buyers. Yeah, I'm part of maybe like emotional buyers. But for other other people, if you are not familiar with them, you will be very logical. I'm quite a logical person, actually. So both and both. This is like let's see. Ooh, book story offer. Okay. This here is the figure. Every sales page creates the same style because it addresses the emotion, logic, and fear messages in order required to create a sale. Very interesting, this one. I want to show you this one. So this is like a sales page, and on the top is an emotional related headline, and then like he mentioned here, it's like let's see this way. This is emotion, and then it's logic. This is fear. Okay, fear is it's specifically for the order, and logic explain why. But initially a video or any like a title, the headline, or emotional. Okay, so this is a good example. Logical argument to verify why. Story, but the story part, the video part is emotion-based headline and also video. And then finally, for the offer, you should give the urgency and scarcity. Okay, so that makes sense, right? The next 30% of buyers are a little bit harder to convince. They are the analytical buyers. They may have felt something emotionally, but they need to be able to logically convince themselves that the purchase is right for them. Often they are afraid of what others will think of if they buy it, because they have a fear that their status will decrease if the product doesn't work for them. Remember the status? Yeah. So under this top section of this page, I transition my message to speak toward their logic, explain why this is a good deal, and compare it to other investments they could make. Also let them know about the money back guarantee if it doesn't work, so they won't risk a decrease in status. Lastly, I try to use as much risk reversal as possible. You can see risk reversal. The last 20% of buyers aren't as motivated by emotion or logic, but they are motivated by fear or missing out. That's FOMO, okay, F-O-M-O, fear of missing out. Okay, the only thing that will get them to take the leap is for them to be afraid that you're going to take it away. Urgency comes from you giving them all the reasons why they need to buy it now. And scarcity comes from all the reasons why this will be gone soon. Okay, so urgency, why they need urgency and why they need now. And scarcity, why this will be gone soon. Okay, for this last group, so the percentage is like, okay, it's like 50%, 30%, 20%. I close almost every sales presentation. Okay, for this last group, I close almost every sales presentation, letter and the sequence focusing on urgency and scarcity. I just showed you how the process of emotion, logic, and fear works on the landing page, but it also works inside of every follow-up funnel and retargeting sequence. Okay, so not just landing page, but also inside of every follow-up funnel and the retargeting sequence. That means it works on any interface you have with your potential customer, okay, wherever you want converse, okay, convert them. It's a place you want to use this three process, okay? When someone joins the follow-up funnel, my first set of messages focusing on the emotion as I tell stories of other people who have used the product and share the hidden benefits. After a few days, I switch all my messaging to logic, and then the last set of messages will switch to fear. Okay, so after a few days to logic. After a few days, switch to logic. Follow-up sequence, first set of messages focus on emotions. Okay, so that means quite a few. Oh, so it's in this picture, that's right. You mentioned about a set of, let's say here, like for example, here, 3 messages, and then 3 messages, 3 messages. Not exactly 3, but it's just like a set of messages, emotion and logic and then fear. Okay, the last last step. Okay, if I'm only sending out sending out 3 emails in that step of the follow-up funnel, then I have 1 for each of the 3 closes. If I have 5 emails, I might spend the first 3 days on emotion, 1 day on logic, and 1 day on urgency and scarcity. Number of messages matters less than making sure you hit each of the closes, because each one will bring in different group of buyers. That's true. You need to make sure you hit, okay. The number of messages matter less than making sure you hit each of the classes. So you need to cover each one of them. As I make my transition to the next funnel, in my follow-up funnel, I start over with emotional story, selling again, and set people engaged about the next funnel in the value ladder. Transition, okay, here's the transition to the next funnel in my follow-up funnel. Okay, remember yesterday we read about those like first, second, third, like those on his value ladder, you have the transitioning, right? During the transition, you start over with the emotional story, selling again. Okay, so that means like every funnel, okay, every funnel, wherever you get to the next funnel, you start with emotional, and then the process is true in every type of messaging you send out. Every message, emotion, logic, fear. When your goal is to move people through a process of funnel, every type of communication you send should start with emotion, move to logic, and end with fear. Every type of communication you send should start with emotion, moves to logic, and end with fear. Every communication, okay? Doesn't matter how you do it. Either it's an email or through like, let's say, blog articles, right? Different ways, or your video messages. Now, follow-up funnels, soap opera sequences versus broadcasts, daily Seinfeld emails. In .com Secrets, I talk about the 2 types of communications I have with people after they join my list: soap opera sequences and the daily Seinfeld emails. I found that a lot of people get confused on how those type of communications work and how they tie into follow-up funnels. So I wanted to spend a minute showing how these concepts fit together. Fancy concepts. When someone first joins my list, I take them through a process called the soap opera sequence. I remember he said this in Expert Secrets. We call it that because the emails aren't stand-alone messages, okay? Let's see. Well, but instead we will use multiple emails to tell a story, where each email hooks you to read the next email in a way that is similar to how the good soap opera will use their storyline to pull you from episode to episode. In these emails, we tell you readers a story that will build a relationship and rapport. That way, this is like Expert Secrets. They will be more likely to keep reading our emails, clicking on our links, and buying our products. The second type of communication is the daily Seinfeld emails that are more familiar to episodes of the Seinfeld show. Each email is a standalone message that has a hook. Okay, each email is a standalone message, has a hook, tells the story, and then puts back to your co-author. We use this each day as we send broadcasts to our list with the goal of getting them back into our funnels. Some people have thought that these 2 ideas were opposing, and others have asked how they fit into the follow-up funnel framework. The truth is they both work together inside of your value ladder. Okay, let's see. First is like a broadcasting. Okay, where's that? Soap opera. Oh, okay. How fun is that? See this illustration. Wonderful, right? It makes it so like easy to understand, but I need to figure it out as well, because I'm not familiar with this too. Let's see, follow-up funnel, broadcasts, and follow-up funnel. Okay, Seinfeld messages. You have so many Seinfeld independent messages, and then soap follow-up funnel. Okay, soap follow-up funnel. You have soap follow-up funnel. Okay, soap follow-up funnel. So remember value ladder, each ladder has like a one funnel, right? That funnel has like a soap follow-up funnels, multiple messages. Those messages will be like the first one will lead to the second one lead to the third one, right? So that's a soap follow-up funnels. Why he called like a soap opera sequences. Okay, soap opera sequences. That means within each funnel you have that kind of a soap follow-up funnel. Okay, and that sequence. And during the whole time, you also have a Seinfeld messages broadcasting. When you're doing broadcasting, you have independent messages to get to this. Okay, so I see. So by the way, opera like follow-up funnels, all these kind of funnel sequences, you could pre-set up automation in your system, in the funnel funnel system. The broadcast, you could send them independent like site by the site. And standalone message that has a hook, like standalone message, hook, story, and offer. Use this each day to send a broadcast. They're sending each day a broadcast to our list with the goal of getting them back to our funnels. Some people have thought, okay, let's see. After a lead has gone through your entire soap opera sequences for all your funnels, then you can send them your, okay. So after you say this, he has to clarify that. Then you can send them your daily Seinfeld emails. You will not send them together, okay? So this is important to note. After it goes through, because you set up in your system follow-up funnels, right? Ladder by ladder, every ladder you have a sequence of your emails. That's a soap follow-up funnel, soap opera sequence. And then after that, then you can send them your daily Seinfeld emails, because now they've already gone through the whole journey. And now every day ongoing, now you need to have some new ones, right? Okay. When someone first joins the list, we plug them into a follow-up funnel. Immediately I put on the soap opera sequence where we tell them stories, providing an emotional closing, and lead them through our follow-up funnel. So, okay. So every follow-up funnel has that sequence of, for example, emotion, then logic, then fear, remember? So each one repeats that. Okay. And lead them to follow-up funnel. Okay, the first set of emails are all about building rapport. Readers usually connect with your story as you are the attractive character in your business, because you are the one who will likely be communicating with them. Yeah. Then we, like Russell is his business attractive character. If we are a solopreneur, yeah, of course you are the attractive character. Then we transition to the first funnel we're going to promote in our sequence. We start session 2 of our soap opera sequence, SOS. Funny, right? Soap opera sequence, SOS. With the stories behind the new product funnel that we are introducing them to. We transition the SOS from us to the first product we want to introduce. The SOS moves through emotion, logic, and fear. And it guides people into and through the first funnel. Then when it's over, we move to this session 3 of our SOS and start our new story about the new product funnel that we are introducing them to. Okay. So season 3, let's say season 3, SOS, start over a new story. Okay. The daily Seinfeld emails come after, okay, after this word, okay. Someone has moved through all the soap opera sequences inside of the value ladder, and they are done with our follow-up funnel. That's true. Okay, the daily Seinfeld emails is after the follow-up funnel. In a perfect world, we did have follow-up funnels that lasted 40 years. Okay, we did have follow-up funnels that lasted 40 years. But the reality is that most good follow-up funnels are effective for 30 to 60 days. Most good follow-up funnels are effective for 30 to 60 days. After that, people drop off the core list that has ascended your people through your value ladder, and then they are moved to our daily broadcast list. Interesting. People drop off the core list. People drop off core lists. Okay, because some people maybe unsubscribe because they finish the circle, right? Finish all this kind of like introduction products. They say, oh, I do not need it anymore. Maybe they unsubscribe. I'm not sure if Russell said drop off, should be unsubscribe. And then they are moved to our daily broadcast. Oh, I don't know how they dropped off and get to that unless they register. No, if they register again, they will get to the new cycle of that follow-up funnel. So, I mean, like, okay, that means the Russell inside of there. Okay, that's not unsubscribe. Okay, sorry, that's not unsubscribe. Drop off means like people finish that. There's a little bit misleading. Okay, it's like a dropped off, and that means they are not doing this anymore. They finish it, and then they are moved to the daily broadcast list. They should not say moved to. They say in the daily broadcast list, they just cover them. Okay, this is the list that we use to send our daily story-based design field emails. Still the similar structure. Remember emotions like the stories, right? And the logic and fear to lead people to our new front-end offers and get them to re-register for our webinars and promote our blog posts. Re-register for webinars and promote our blog posts, podcasts, episodes, and affiliate offers. This is the budget. It's just like saying new offers, okay? New offers. Oh my God. New offers. And affiliate offers. This is the bucket we put people into after they have dropped out of the back end of our follow-up funnel. The next secret will show you how to infiltrate your Dream 100, build your own distribution network, your own show, and find your voice. Infiltrate your Dream 100, build your own network, find your voice. So we finished the secret number 6. Yeah, this secret is about the follow-up funnels. And my practice challenge is figure out the, let's say, the messenger and messenger box and the text broadcasts. That's what I need to practice. Okay, so I need to put it there. Okay, and always remember, never leave the site of your inspiration without implementation. So put that onto your calendar and know what you will do. Okay, and tomorrow we will read Infiltrating the Dream 100. Wow, okay, I need to go as well. And thank you everyone for joining our reading, and we will keep